Hello guys, sorry this video is a little late, but I took a trip back home and honestly it was so worth it. Some people say going home can throw you off track, but my view is you'll probably feel a bit regret either way. So why not go home, have fun, make some memories and take a chill pill after your graduation, after your exams, final exams. It's been 1 year I've been in UK and today I'm sharing my personal student visa checklist packed with some tips and tricks which I will share at the end. So keep watching guys. I'll also tell you why. I'll also tell you why working with an agent made a world of difference for me in navigating my process. I have divided the video in 3 segments, so feel free to skip to whatever part you want. And agents stay updated with the latest requirements and know exactly what needs to be done, the document formats and uploads. So one thing. Starting with the segment 1, which is key documents for visa. Alright, let's start with the essential documents you need for your student application. Going through an agent was a lifesaver for me because they kept everything organized and it was easier for me to track because they gave me an online credential passwords. So mostly the agent companies have some online portal through which you can track your application. And the important key documents for your visa are 5 I think. First is your passport. Make sure it's a valid one for the duration of your stay or the studies you're planning for. Second is the CAS letter, your confirmation of acceptance which you must apply for your visa, which the university sends you once you have accepted the offer and met all the conditions. Third is the financial proof. You will need to show that you can financially support yourself for the studies, for the stay, and actually more than that in the country. I showed my loan disbursement letter. If you are planning to show your liquid savings, so you can show your anything FD, RDs or any kind of savings in your account. And fourth thing is the immigration health surcharge payment, which is the IHS for the UK. My IHS was 77,000 back in 2023 and you'll get a reference number through which you will be applying for your visa form online. And the fifth last thing is you need to fill out the online visa form, which I will be telling you that is preparing your application moving forward. This part is where my agent's expertise really made a difference. They ensured every document was uploaded correctly and even saved some time for me by informing about the file sizes and the resolution. Here is how it worked. So first is the online application, second is the document scanning, third is the priority service they offer, fourth is the passport collection, and the last is the extra cost saving. So first thing is the online application. Start by filling out the visa online application. It's actually very easy. All the documents info which I mentioned in the segment 1 will be asked again to you along with some other personal information. Just put everything correctly, accurately. For me, my agent was with me online and he double checked everything before I submitted the final application. After that, you have to book an appointment where you will be going to the visa office for your document upload. Here is a tip, don't upload your documents yourself, just go to the visa office whenever is your appointment and let the visa officials upload your document. Why? Because they can do it in few minutes and they know what is the right document which needs to be uploaded at the right place. Third thing is always apply for your passport collection from the visa office or visa location wherever you are staying. Why? To avoid the extra cost of the courier. And second thing is to avoid any delay that might come from an unexpected delivery or anything. And fifth thing is avoiding extra cost. That is, you might be offered some VIP service or priority service for your student visa at the visa center. Believe me, they'll force you to take that service, which was around 3,000 at my time, 2023. Don't go for it, because it will just make a day or two difference, which is, I feel, fine and worth the wait. But if you are in a time crunch and you really want to save some time, you can apply for it. So in conclusion, the online application, your document uploading. Third thing is your passport collection. Please collect your passport through the passport office. Avoid any extra cost by not taking any priority service. So 4 things. So here is the third segment of the video, which is the payment specific, which I paid in 2023 along with the conclusion. So student visa, I paid for 39,682 rupees INR. And for the IHS of 1 year, I paid 77,067 rupees. And for IHS payment, you get that reference number which you will be using in your online visa application. I mentioned this in the second segment. And third thing is booking an appointment. Book the appointment as soon as possible, and that too in the main visa center of your place. Don't book in small places, because there again the document scanning and small things might take a little time. And finally, the conclusion. Here is your tip. Don't forget to collect the free SIM card from the visa center. Once you go for your appointment, all the documents and everything is sorted, you have to ask for your free SIM card from the visa officer. I got a Lebara SIM card which I'm using till now, and it's better to get it before rather than purchasing it in the airport or afterwards. Be prepared, be proactive about the communication thing, calling thing. It's better. Second thing is, don't fall for the VIP visa services at the visa office. And third thing is, always stay organized with a document folder. Keep all your documents in one folder, as well as colored printout of those documents in another folder. Also, one more thing, don't do any what is that called as lamination of your documents. Don't laminate any of your documents, because it will make it harder to scan for the visa official. Put your official document as it is, as well as you can carry a colored photocopy of all those documents with you. That's it for student visa checklist. Using an agent was a game changer for me, as I told you. They took care of little details, which all together saved a lot of time for me. And if you need any advice in any process, just drop a comment below, and don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video. And happy journey. I hope you get admitted to your dream university, and see you. Tata, bye bye. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked the video.